Welcome back to the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City. And today we are making our official 2025 Elimination Chamber predictions. As always, we are your host. I am your reigning, defending, undisputed
Boo.
Wrestling City predictions champion, your mayor of the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City, Taylor.
And I'm Ryler, the soon-to-be Wrestling City Predictions Champion. Again.
I don't think so. No, I think I'm going to make history this weekend when I become the first ever champion to successfully defend his title. Because, yeah, I don't think we've had a PLE predictions where we didn't retain. Well, you tied. Well, we tied it
We,
for Bash in
we've had a
Berlin.
tie before, but never an actual successful one person solidly pulls ahead of the other to retain. And that's
Yeah.
not going to happen in this event. So,
All right. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But so on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the show this
uh,
weekend?
I would give it I think it's going to be an exciting card. Now, would I say I'm super duper excited for it? Not as much. I would probably give it like a 7, maybe a 7.5. No, I would give it a 7. I think there are going to be some good matches on there. But everything, obviously, Elimination Chamber, it's hard for it not to kind of be the fork in the road because it's right before WrestleMania, like the last little thing before the big pay per view. But how excited are you for it?
I'm probably in that same camp as you are.
Mm-hmm.
7.5. I mean, there's only 4 matches.
Mm-hmm.
We got both Elimination Chamber matches. Cody Rhodes and The Rock are having a segment. I'm pretty sure that'll go at least 30 minutes. I guess you could count that as a match.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got that tag team match, and then you've got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But no title matches on this card. I'm kind of surprised we didn't at least get like a women's championship match or
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
anything
That's
like
kind of
that.
crazy.
Yeah, but so I'm ready to get into these predictions if you are.
I'm ready.
Let's
Let's get it started, man.
All right. Let's kick things off with I guess we'll get this tag team match out of the way. It's Tiffany
Mhm.
Stratton and Trish Stratus taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I mean, I've got Tiffany Stratton and Trish
Yeah,
Stratus winning this match. I think it's pretty obvious.
obviously Stratton and Stratus are gonna win. I think,
Yeah.
especially with I don't know, is Stratton? No, she's from she's somewhere in the U.S., isn't she? But
Yeah,
Stratus,
she's from Minnesota. Yeah.
okay, yeah. Well, Stratus is her hometown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it
So
is.
she is going to get a massive pop, and Jax and Candice LeRae don't really need to win, and that's never necessarily stopped WWE, but I I think the obvious one is that Stratton and Stratus are going to win this match, so I agree with you with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the most obvious match right here on the
For
card.
sure.
Yeah. Let's keep things with the woman here. Let's start off next. We'll go with one of the two chamber matches we got this weekend. Let's go to the women's chamber match. So you've got Bailey, Roxanne Perez. You've also got Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and who else is that's it, ain't it? That's 6.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't. I mean, yeah, I know it's Naomi, Bianca, Liv, Raquel, Bailey. Did I say that? And
Wow, my mind just like complete. Let
apparently,
me
it must
pull
not
this
be
up.
as major because that's not neither of our predictions, then, right?
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa
Oh.
Bliss. Okay, well, I guess spoiler alert.
Yikes. But who do you have in this match?
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay, okay.
Mhm.
I'll start out this one first. And I think that so you were saying that you were originally predicting Liv Morgan before this Monday happened, and they won the tag titles, women's tag titles in the main event.
Mhm.
And I do think that's kind of I could see how that affected it, but my pick from at least maybe the past 2 weeks has remained the same. And my prediction is I think Bianca Belair is doing this match. We are also going to do, just a heads up, for the men's and women's, we will include one bonus point for each one, and that is going to be a specific elimination. So if you get this person eliminates this person and they're both 100% correct, you get a bonus point added to your stuff. And so I think Bianca Belair is going to win the women's elimination chamber. And it's funny, whenever I go into these, I know we're going to have some sort of bonus points, but I kind of don't think about the bonus point as much beforehand. But my gut instinct tells me that I'm going to go. Jeez, man. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan is going to eliminate Naomi. Yeah, that's gonna be my bonus for it. What's
All right.
yours?
So, okay, yeah, I actually did have Liv Morgan at first winning this match. Now, here's why. So, we've got that women's championship match next Monday, the Monday
Uh-huh.
right after Elimination Chamber, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. And the reason I said Liv Morgan is because I felt like she was going to win this match, and then she was going to get involved in that championship match Monday night, and then that would be a way for Io Sky to get added to the WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm.
But now that she's won the tag team titles with Raquel Rodriguez, I'm with you, man. I've got Bianca Belair as well now, but now that Liv Morgan, she's won the tag team titles, and I don't see her winning the Elimination Chamber as well, and then
Uh-huh.
going on and having a World Championship match at WrestleMania. I'm kind of I'm kind of thinking about Io Sky now, where if they do be Bianca Belair and Rhea
Mm-hmm.
Ripley at WrestleMania, if Bianca Belair wins the Chamber, which I am predicting, I kind of feel like Io Sky is just left out of the picture at Mania because I don't see.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it really depends on, I guess, what happens after that. Maybe a triple threat, but I don't see that happening. Um, I don't know, man. Some people just, unfortunately, she seems to be the one that's a victim of that. She's lost in the shuffle right now. Io
Yeah,
Sky, we obviously all love her. She's fantastic talent. She's so good in the ring. It sucks that it had to be like this, but logically, yeah, I think it's going to end up being Bianca versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
yeah. I mean, I would love to see that one-on-one, but I would also like to see that triple threat match at WrestleMania because I think Io Sky deserves it. But if she
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get it, then she's more than likely going to be going after the women's tag team titles. And I just think that's kind of beneath Io Sky at this point. I think
Yeah,
she deserves to be challenging for the major title in that division, the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. But I mean, what if they throw us a curveball and Io Sky ends up winning? I don't see that happening, but
I don't think it's going to happen either, but that would be nice. I would love to see her get that chance.
I mean, unless something happens where there's like some kind of screwy finish in that title match next Monday, and then I don't know, Rhea Ripley's like, okay, I guess I'll give you another shot, and then we have a triple threat match. But I just I don't know, man. I'm kind of I've got Bianca Belair winning, and as for my bonus points, I'm going with the same bonus point that I had during the women's Royal Rumble match where we did eliminations for that, and I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
have Roxanne Perez eliminating Bailey that way to set up their match at WrestleMania 41 because I still do think that we're going to get that match at WrestleMania this year. So, and they also had a
Okay.
promo. It was during commercial break, but they had like a backstage segment during one of the commercial breaks on Raw. So they're definitely going into that feud, and I think they'll kickstart it off a lot more here this weekend. So I've got Roxanne Perez eliminating Bailey as my bonus point.
Okay. Fair point.
All right, let's go over to the what did I have next? I had on my card. Let's go with the unsanctioned match,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and I've got Sami Zayn winning this match.
Okay.
Now I don't really want to see Kevin Owens lose again. I mean he's taken a lot of losses here lately, but yeah, I mean, I've got Sami Zayn winning this one. Um,
Okay, and I've got Kevin Owens. I think
Wow.
that a lot of people because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, so I see a lot of people giving their predictions or their thoughts on this event. And I do see a lot of people saying that, they think that Sami Zayn is going to win because Kevin Owen or Randy Orton is going to come back and, attack him, hit him with the RKO or something. But just as fair in that other point, I think even more arguable is that Karrion Kross is going to come out and cost Sami Zayn the match.
Wow. Yeah.
And Kevin Owens, I mean, Sami Zayn, no, I mean, honestly, no, he doesn't need the win. I think that Kevin Owens really needs that win right now. And I could
Fair
see it's
enough.
not, I wouldn't say, I guess I don't want to say need the win because it's not like it's going to devastate him if he loses, but he
Hmm.
lost at the Rumble. He lost at Saturday night's main event. It's hard to take such a, Zayn can lose his match and still be his character of being that underdog. If anything, that still adds to his character. And yeah, I think overall, logically, it, I'm going with Owens. I think that's what my gut's telling me.
Yeah, see, my whole mindset behind this pick is that Randy Orton was going to come back and help Sami Zayn win this match. But I mean, you just threw in Karrion Cross, and I could very well see Karrion Cross getting involved and helping Kevin Owens win, distracting Sami Zayn in some way. Maybe he tries to go out there and help him because he's trying to, he's been trying to get in trying to tell Sami Zayn like, you're better than this. You need to do things differently, and then that backfires on Sami Zayn. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm still going with Sami Zayn here. I do think we see Randy Orton back this week, hopefully
Okay.
this weekend. So, and he's going
So
to help
there's
him
one
out.
different one right there, man.
Yep. Next up, let's go with the. So this isn't a match, but
Mm-hmm.
will Cody Rhodes give his soul to The Rock? Do you think he will, or what do you think? What do you think happens here?
Uh, it's kind of okay. First of all, let's just clarify this. This won't be for a point or anything. We're just giving our thoughts on
No.
this.
Hmm.
But I do not think that it's going to culminate just yet. Obviously, I mean, it's just Elimination Chamber is so middle of the road. I feel like it's gonna be more signals like The Rock continuing to like give Diddy vibes, I guess. I mean, caress his cheek, tell him that he wants his soul. Um, I think it's gonna be more of those mind games, and I don't think Cody's gonna. I think that's gonna culminate at least a few weeks from now, if not at WrestleMania or beyond.
Okay. So I don't think Cody Rhodes will give his answer this week. Well, actually, I think he's on Tell the Rock no, and
Mhm.
Cody Rhodes will not be the one to sell his soul. The who I think will sell their soul. I'm between two people: Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now with Drew McIntyre, I go back to when Drew McIntyre re-signed with the company, and The Rock brought him that sword as a gift. And then on that Raw and Netflix debut, they were backstage, and that video went around where Drew
Yep.
McIntyre was backstage, like saying, "Oh, it's Netflix. I can say anything I want now." And then he like goes off and
Uh huh.
says like five different cuss words, and then he they say something, and then The Rock gives him a hug, and then he tells Drew McIntyre that I'll get this fixed for you. So
Hmm.
not exactly sure what that all meant, but maybe we could get back into that or CM Punk. I think CM Punk somehow loses this weekend or he wins and he pretty much turns into corporate punk. Now, cuz you remember
Hmm.
CM Punk's first night back on that Raw, he said he's not here to make friends, he's here to make money. And The Rock listed off all these promises that he would give to Cody if he gives him his soul, and maybe CM Punk heard that, and plus CM Punk has called himself multiple times the devil. He even said
Yes.
it. He even said it
Yes.
this past Monday on Raw to Logan Paul when he said, I'll win the chamber, and then Cody Rhodes will go on and face Satan himself at WrestleMania. So I don't
Hmm.
know if that's some foreshadowing there, but those are my two likely options on who I think will give their soul to the final boss. So
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. And with that said, I think that is a good transition to the men's chamber match, which is our last prediction, because we are talking about Drew McIntyre, we're talking about CM Punk. What's the situation with this? There is so much going into this. It's like, I've said before in previous videos, I'm not as excited for this year's WrestleMania as I was last year's, but this year is so unpredictable. Like right now at this point, I have a general outline of what I think can be a few of the matches at Mania, but
yeah,
the main title picture, I could not put money on down on who Cody Rhodes is going to end up facing. And I think that's interesting, and that makes this match very define unpredictable because I think it's between two people.
yeah,
I
me
think I can
too.
safely say that. Um, but it's for different reasons and a lot of factors behind them. This was the only one. Every other match on this card, I didn't change them. Bianca, Owens, and Stratton and Stratus. I had that for the entire time for my predictions. But this one I have switched probably 2 or 3 times. And so for my final one, let me just go straight into it. My prediction is going to be CM Punk. And I think that I have a few reasons. I think John Cena, obviously, he's going to be the other one people are going to say. And I think it's a fair point for Cena to win. But first of all, I see him winning the title from Cody Rhodes if he does sometime later in the year, maybe Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Um, and then also, I was wondering, like, if Cena loses this, or if he loses his match, what is he going to do at WrestleMania? Like, he doesn't have anything. And then I thought about it and I was like, there's Logan Paul right there. Like the story kind of, I think that's what's going to end up happening at WrestleMania. And that is why, from my bonus point prediction, the elimination person, I'm going to say Logan Paul eliminates John Cena.
Hmm.
Do you agree? I have a feeling you do.
Well, you mentioned the other prediction that people are going to go with is John Cena. Well, I'm one of those people. I've got John Cena winning this chamber match, and for my elimination, this is going to play in. I'm about to do some like fantasy booking here real quick. He's going to eliminate CM Punk last. He's going to eliminate CM Punk to win the elimination chamber, and then CM Punk has that favor. Yeah, I don't know if you forgot, and I think he will use that favor to. I don't know. Okay, so he's
To
either going to use
lose?
that. No, no. After this, he's going to lose this
Okay.
match, and then he's going to use his favor. Now, there's two ways I can see him using this favor. One is to get added to John Cena and Cody Rhodes
Okay.
at WrestleMania,
Mhm.
or he will use that favor and get a match with John Cena on night one. The winner of that match between Cena and Punk on night one goes on to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania and night two main event. So
Okay, I could see that. It's so hard because both of these are stuff that I could totally see happening. It's just getting into the mind of, I guess, Triple H or creative and knowing
yeah,
what
yeah,
they're
man.
thinking because both of these have very logical argument points to it. I just think what ultimately made me go with Punk instead of Cena is that the culmination of what we are having right now, everything makes sense for it to be Punk. And the reason why I say that is I think I have like 3 points for that. So, first, I think that CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, they had their little tease last year before Punk got injured. Punk started showing a heel side in him, saying, what was it again? Like, I didn't come this far to lose to Dusty's son. He was showing
Hmm.
a heel side there, and I think they were going to uh, show more about that later on, but they didn't because Punk got injured. So I think they're doing it more this year instead. And I think that with Roman Reigns and Cody, with their history, I think they still are going to have some sort of maybe. I don't know if they're going to face at WrestleMania or if he would be involved in the match at WrestleMania, but I still think he's going to be involved in the rivalry leading up to it. And like you said, he still owes that favor with Paul Heyman. So what I think could happen is something like Maybe something either what you were saying with Drew McIntyre selling his soul or whatever. He helps Punk, like that's very fantasy booking. I don't know how they would justify that, but McIntyre or what I'm thinking is Roman Reigns comes out and he spears Cena and allows Punk to win, and that was his favor to lead him up, whatever it is. I just think that yeah. Ultimately, I went with Punk. Originally, I was Cena though, and also, Cena being on the poster. Usually, I just get this superstitious feeling. I'm like, because he's on the poster and he's advertised as this cover dude, they're not going to make him obvious. It's like the Rumble. He's too obvious of a pick to win.
Yeah, and you mentioned that hillside that Punk's been showing. He also told Cody right before the Royal Rumble that he's going to make his intentions clear, and that he said he wouldn't stab Cody Rhodes in the back. He said he'd stab him in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So and I thought about that too, and I was like, okay, maybe if Cody Rhodes isn't the one, then CM Punk will be the one to sell his soul to The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll make his intentions clear going into WrestleMania. So, I mean, yeah, you made some pretty good points there, but I'm sticking with Cena, and then I think Cody Rhodes, CM Punk will use his favor afterwards to get added to that match to make it a triple threat, or he'll face Cena night one. And I think CM Punk's
Okay.
going to be a heel going into
And
this.
who did you say for your bonus elimination?
Cena eliminates Punk to win.
Cena eliminate Punk to win. Okay, so that means we have a total of what 5 different differentials with the. We could still tie technically if neither of our want somebody that we didn't predict won or something like that. Somehow with the math working out, I don't know exactly, but there is a pretty good chance that one of us is actually going to win, and it is going to be me.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
We'll
Sure.
see, man.
But
We'll see.
that's pretty much it for our predictions. So my predictions for the 2025 Royal Rumble. My predictions for the 2025 Elimination Chamber are: I've got Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus defeating Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae. I've got Bianca Belair winning the Women's Elimination Chamber match. I've got Sami Zayn defeating Kevin Owens. And I've got John Cena winning the Men's Chamber match.
And I've got Tiffany Stratton and Stratus beating Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I've got Bianca Belair winning the Women's Elimination Chamber match. I've got Kevin Owens defeating Sami Zayn in their unsanctioned match. And then the main event, CM Punk winning the Men's Elimination Chamber match.
And there you have it. Comment down below what your predictions are for this weekend show. I'm looking forward to it. But if you haven't yet, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Come join the greatest city in the world, Wrestling City, for all of your wrestling content. We do Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, PLE predictions just like this one, PLE reviews. We do some reaction videos. And if you haven't heard yet, we also have a second YouTube channel now. It is called Wrestling City Gaming. Go check it out. We will pin that in the description down below. Over there, you'll just catch some video game content from retro or new wrestling video games. So if you're into that, go over there, hit the subscribe button over there as well. And that's pretty much it. I guess we'll see you guys next time for our Elimination Chamber review. Until then, peace.